Have you ever received one of those strange emails that goes like, "Good afternoon, we haven't received your last payment for something. Click down below to pay right now, or we'll close your account in the next 24 hours. Yeah, that email has nothing to do with fish, but you can't trust it, right? When you can't trust something, you say, I don't trust it. That seems fishy. So in today's lesson, we're going to learn all of that fishy, dodgy, iffy vocabulary. All right, first the word dodgy. In a formal way, you could say unreliable, dubious, untrustworthy. And basically it means a situation or a person that you can't trust. For example, if this guy wants to sell you a phone, but he's a bit strange, like, do you want to buy a phone? Maybe. Can I check that it works? No, trust me, it works, it's fine. But I can't test it. No. That guy is dodgy. You can't trust him. Dodgy. He's dodgy. Also, the phone too. You don't know if the phone is stolen, if it works or not. The phone is dodgy too. I bought a dodgy phone off a dodgy guy and it's not working. You did what? Idiot. And not just people and things. An area could be dodgy. So if you come to London, don't go to the dodgy areas. That's easy to say. Where would be a dodgy area in London? I don't know. To be honest, you're not going to have any reason to visit a dodgy area. So if you come to London, don't worry. You pretty much won't visit any dodgy areas. But if one day you are walking in a dodgy area, you have to keep your wits about you. You have to keep your guard up. Both of those expressions mean to be careful with your surroundings, to be careful with your things, to make sure no one takes something that you own, or make sure no one attacks you. Like, for example, you don't know this about me. I lived in Colombia for a year, and all of my Colombian friends were like, "You're gonna live in Colombia for a year. You're definitely gonna get mugged. Definitely gonna get mugged. Keep your wits about you, and never fall asleep on a bus." I'm not gonna fall asleep on a bus. Don't give papaya, they will steal your phone. Papaya? By the way, Colombians, you say don't give papaya, no se puede dar papaya, something like that. Anyway, that means keep your guard up. And I did, I kept my guard up. And to be honest, I felt much safer there than some places in England. Everyone was super nice to me. I never fell asleep on a bus. I always kept a good eye on my money and my phone. So just, Colombians, you have an amazing country and amazing people. Love it. But let's imagine that you are walking through a dodgy area and you get that feeling, you know, like Spider-Man, where you're like, ooh, something's weird, something is fishy. Now we're describing your feeling, not the person, not the situation. I'm feeling wary, or I am wary of something or someone in this case. For example, I'm on the streets, I'm using my phone, someone on a moped can come past, steal my phone and ride off, boom, I've lost my phone. So in London, I'm always wary of people on mopeds. When I see them, I'm always more careful with my phone and my money and my things. This is an actual problem we have here in London. So if you come here, keep your wits about you when you're on the street on your phone, especially if you see people on the mopeds. It's a big problem. This is actually a very common crime that we have. So remember that wary, pronunciation, wary, that's your feeling. I'm wary of people on mopeds. I'm wary of this type of thing. But how can you describe that person that's acting strange or looks strange? Something about that person you don't trust. You can say this. Of course, you can say dodgy, but you can also say, that dude seems a bit sketch, or sketchy. Both ways are fine. We use both words. Sketch, sketchy, doesn't matter. He looks sketchy. He seems a bit sketch. Or even shady. Shady is a really good word too. For example, do you remember that? Was it Beyonce or Destiny's Child? The one, like she's calling her boyfriend and she's like, if you're alone, why aren't you calling me baby? You're acting kind of shady. Ain't calling me baby, acting kind of shady. Why listen? Say my name. That song. You're acting kind of shady. So you can look shady, act shady, or seem shady. Sketchy or dodgy. They're all good. Dodgy, I would say, is more English than American, but again, it doesn't matter too much, so don't worry about that. Feel free to use whichever word you like. Another example from my life, not London, this time in New York. I was walking out of my hotel because I wanted breakfast, and then I saw a guy on the opposite side of the street just looking straight at me. And as I was walking, the dude kept looking at me. Like, he did not look anywhere else, but directly at me. And I'm like, this dude is acting pretty shady. I'm just gonna walk the other way. So I did. I kept my guard up. I put my hoodie up. I thought that would help. I don't know why. And I kept walking. But then he started to follow me. So I started to walk faster. He started to walk faster. So then I started to run and the dude ran after me. So I just ducked into a hotel until he left. It was the weirdest thing ever. And then, right after that, remember this is breakfast, I'm hungry. I went to get a bagel. I remember this bagel. It was egg and cheese, so delicious. So I'm walking along, eating my bagel, it's amazing. I'm not paying attention to anything. I'm not keeping my wits about me. And I walk into a dodgy area. Remember, I chose a different way from my hotel. So in this dodgy area, 5 dudes, I swear to God, 5 dudes stopped me and they were just like, you got something in your pocket for me? And my stupid London idiot head reacted without thinking. Yeah, no, mate. So stupid. The dudes were like, no? What, you want me to stab you? Mate, I promise you, you've never seen anyone run so fast while holding a bagel in your entire life. Of course I didn't drop the bagel. It was like the most delicious thing ever. But yeah, like that whole experience, I don't think New York is necessarily unsafe. There's definitely a lot of dodgy areas, a lot of sketchy people, but keep your wits about you and you're fine. Not like I didn't. And finally, a really British thing that we say is iffy. Of course it comes from the word if, but when something is iffy, again another adjective. It's iffy, you can't trust it. That looks iffy to me. For example, if you want a piece of gum, oh, do you have gum? Can I have some? What? Yeah. I don't know, would you trust this bit of gum? That's very iffy. I don't know. So when you don't trust something, you would say, I don't know, that seems iffy to me. Or that seems a bit iffy to me. Remember that to say a bit something is really, really common. What else could you, oh, okay. If you're coming to London and looking for a place to rent, be careful of the rental sites because usually you have to look on websites to find a place to rent. But there's a problem. Most of those websites have legit postings and iffy postings. So I guess my advice would be, if it looks iffy, it is iffy, don't trust it. Just keep your wits about you. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. Wow, that's a lot of vocabulary and stories from my life that you didn't ask for. Sorry about that. But I want to hear your stories. Have you ever walked through a dodgy area? What type of behavior from your exes or from your current boyfriends or girlfriends do you find shady, sketchy, iffy? Yeah, those stories are always the best. Let me know in the comments. Practice this new vocabulary. Also, this lesson is included in the Ultimate English ebook. You can get it on my Patreon, the link is in the description. And I'll see you in the next class.